This is a Mercedes GLA 200. Not too sure if it's a hatchback or an SUV,
Technically, it's called a baby SUV.
and effectively it's just an A-Class that's raised by over 2 inches.
And as we all know, 2 inches is pretty massive.
Story of his life. Now the exterior of this car is absolutely stunning. It's not particularly a large car because I can stand at the back and you can still see me. So it's a very small car. And moving on to the front end of the car. The front end is designed absolutely beautifully. I mean, just look at that. The newer models come with a mesh grille, but this comes with the 2 stripes and it still looks quite amazing. So the car comes with daytime running lights at the front and at the back, and the turn signals are quite beautifully designed. So let's talk about the wheels. The wheels are 19 inches as standard, and that's quite big. And there are no chrome bits on the car, so every bit of chrome, as you can see here, is blacked out. And that really helps the car looks like an AMG car, but it is not. But effectively, it still looks good, it's beautifully designed, and that's the exterior of this car. Let's move on to the interior.
Looking at the interior, you can see that they have taken a lot of efforts into making this. Nothing looks cheap, so you can tell that a lot of creativity has been put into it. In the fronts, both seats are sports bucket seats and they're both electronically adjustable on both sides with the levers on the door. Now let's talk about the entertainment center. It comes equipped with a sat nav, Bluetooth audio and call, and also when you look at the instrumental cluster, it is amazingly designed. Now let's talk about the ample storage space. So there's 2 cup holders in the middle, and there is ample space on the doors as well. And then we have multiple storage containers in the middle of the vehicle.
Okay, so let's talk about space at the back for the passenger. There is enough leg room. I mean, it's not the greatest. There's a massive gap here, so it's not that comfortable. But headspace, you've got enough headspace because this comes with a panoramic sunroof. And I would say it's quite comfortable, but it's not the greatest. So let's talk about the engine. The engine is inline 4-cylinder turbo diesel, and it comes with 134 horsepower and 300 newton meters of torque. And if you ask me, that is a little low on power. Okay, let's talk about the cool features of this car, starting with the red stitching. So this car comes with black leather and red stitching as a contrast, and it looks quite beautiful. It makes the car look much more sportier, and it just redesigns and revamps the interior. It's not boring, so that's one cool feature. Here's another cool feature about this car. So the side mirrors are designed very, very beautifully, and Mercedes has put a lot of effort into coming up with this, and it stands out from most of the cars, so that's one. Most cars come with memory seats just for the driver, but with this car you get memory seats for the passenger as well, and there's 3 settings you can choose from, and that's a pretty cool feature. So this car comes with adaptive cruise control, a reverse camera, and a blind spot monitor on the side mirrors, and as you can see, there is a truck right behind us.
Not everything in this vehicle is cool, so now let's talk about the annoying facts.
Right, start again.
When you look at the dash, it's smoothly built, but then when it goes to the edge, it's not integrated with the door and it just cuts off at the end. Back in the day, Mercedes fitted their vehicles with a number and dial pad for the vehicle to look cooler, but all that did was make the vehicle interior look much older than it is, and it looks pretty dated. Now let's talk about the cabin noise. This vehicle being a diesel vehicle, you can hear the engine noise even at the back, which is annoying for some people, but for some it's not.
Okay, so let's go for a drive in the Mercedes GLA. So it comes with a dual clutch automatic gearbox with 7 gears, of course, so it is 7-speed. And right off the bat, this car only has 134 horsepower, but surprisingly it doesn't feel underpowered, and the cabin noise is a little loud, and as Kevin pointed out earlier in the annoying section, it does get quite annoying because I can hear a lot of tire noise, and engine noise is okay, but it's just tire noise at this point. And this car drives beautifully. It's very smooth, and this is a front wheel drive car, so it gets through corners with no problem. I'm not gonna test the car in a sports dynamic mode today because the road is very wet and it's not my car as well. But overall driving experience, it's pretty good. It's pretty up there, and I'm just going through corners. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like I'm trying to steer a boat around the corner, but it's very light. It gets through corners pretty quickly. Acceleration is a bit slow. I mean that's expected because it only has 134 horsepower, but all in all, it drives smoothly. Pretty great car. Looks amazing. It's a perfect daily driver. Okay, so the final thoughts of the Mercedes GLA. It looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, just look at that. Interior wise, it's pretty beautiful as well. It's made with sophistication and the design is absolutely beautiful. Driving wise, it's not the greatest for me because it is a bit low in power. I mean, you can upgrade and get the 4MATIC version, but still, it's not the greatest for me. And if I had the money, which this car starts at around 28,000, it goes all the way up to 35,000. But if it's brand new, it's gonna cost you more than that. But if I had the money, I would skip this purchase and rather get a Audi or a BMW. What about you, Gavin?
Well, for me, it is a very sleek and modern vehicle. One downfall is it is quite small, but it is a good vehicle for a daily driver. So if I had the opportunity and the cash to buy this, I would.
Perfect. We'll leave it there. Please subscribe. We're trying to monetize.
Exactly.
We're trying to get a following. Please
We're
subscribe.
trying to
Thank
make
you.
it.
Yeah, we're trying to make it.